Monday.
Hope you guys had a great weekend. It's been a long one for us. Kids are out of school today, so I feel like it's hectic.
They're making tie-dye shirts right now. Hopefully they're distracted for a few minutes.
Go on.
I don't know. Sorry guys, hang on. We're trying to go on YouTube too.
We're trying to stream it live like we do our others, as opposed to how we were doing it, recording it. It just said video unavailable.
Yeah, weird. It might be streaming, but we're gonna check just to make sure.
Let me check over here.
Yeah, if you don't mind. I just lost my cursor. There we go. Anyway, today we'll say in a sec, but trying to get started here.
That's it. Wait. Go on.
All right. Do the settings.
Where's that?
Here, I got it. Show you what you do. Click here, edit that.
Yeah. That's...
All right. All right, guys, this is the last Monday of the month. So we do a Q&A. That's what we are doing today, guys.
Yes. So,
So bring it. I want all your questions. Fire them in.
Yes. This is our second one. So if you missed the announcement of last month when we started it, saying that this is how we're going to do it, I need to see the screen. So
oh, sorry. So, but
so yeah, we're going to do our, now these questions are a little bit more supposed to be more general than specific. So like if you have a question on a specific medication that you're taking, an interaction or whether whatnot, those still need to go via email.
yeah, exactly.
And we'll answer them there, but we do get a lot of repeat questions, and that's why we want to be able to use this to kind of tackle those. So as you guys are thinking and writing anything,
Yeah, write in, please.
I do have a few that we're going to start off with.
And they're not going to go in any particular order. We're just going to bounce back and forth.
Not at all.
Awesome.
And what I first want to kind of tackle is
like pickleball.
pickleball. Okay.
All right.
What I first want to tackle is price, because I do get the common question, and I have my great email that I always send back about it, but I kind of wanted to talk about it. And it's really, how can we have such quality products for such affordable pricing? And I feel like we're kind of warped in our thinking with price. So example, if there was a menu at a restaurant and there was a $2 hamburger or there was a $12 hamburger, personally, I'd be inclined to go for more the $12 hamburger, because I would think that that would be better quality. Okay. And that's how it goes kind of for everything. You see, we have a $18 supplement, but it's versus somebody's $65 supplement. You think, well, theirs must be better because it's more expensive. It's common. We all think like that. It's very normal. But I want you to know, like, the products are super high quality, just as other ones are super high quality too, but we have chose a different model. We have chose not to increase our prices 100 to 500%. That's not helpful to the masses, right? That eliminates a lot of people that can't afford them and can't stay on them. So Live Good is literally a completely different model. We're shaking up a lot of different things in both the network marketing industry as well as like the retail industry. So very just different thought. I don't know if you have anything you want to add on to that.
No, good answer. And Ben says it great too. And so does Nara. They say we don't have to, price gouge so that a bunch of people on the upline, can get paid on it. And that's a true statement. But from a company perspective, from a profit and loss perspective, our balance sheet, we keep things very lean. We don't have a giant back office with expensive office space and lots of overhead. I mean, that's just the bottom line. We just keep it simple, work from home. We do the things like we do here. We all pitch in. We do everything we can from a founder's sort of, anyway.
Yeah, we wear multiple hats.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
We're all working hard to make it so that we don't have a lot of overhead, so we can keep these prices.
Which I love that concept, but you're right, Lisa.
Yeah.
Some people are at first a little bit skeptical, like how can this be done for that? And we're very upfront and transparent on the cost to manufacture. I mean, most of these products can be made for $10 to $15.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Very easy. Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, there was something with shipping that I wanted to say.
Okay.
And I'll come back to that.
All right. You have a list of questions still? Because I'm going to go to the.
I do. Okay, so children. I said this one last time, but I still get probably at least 2 emails a day asking this. What can I have for my so-and-so is 12 years old, doesn't sleep? Can they use a sleep patch? No. Currently, all of our products are dosed for adults 18 and older. With that said, doesn't necessarily mean that someone under 18 can't have it, but that's not how they are dosed. So that's why we refer you to your pediatrician.
Yeah.
So don't stop there. Bring the products, talk to your child's pediatrician, and see if they, say it's okay for them. So constantly going to go back to that. Our international packs. Okay, I think when we talk about shipping coming from Germany, that we're about to, start a whole international packs, people think that it's all supplements are going to be available to be shipped from Germany and, out internationally. That is not the case right now.
Correct.
Okay, that is still a future goal. But what we are starting with is an international wellness pack.
Yep.
We're still working on it, so it's not available yet. But what it's going to be, and we've showed this before, I think on the Fridays, but what it's going to be is this already made pack that has in it your super green, super reds, your daily essentials pack, whether you pick the men's or the women's, as well as factor 4. That is all you are able to order from Germany, shipped internationally. So when it is available, you will see it on the website as the international wellness pack, the international ultimate wellness pack. Okay, again, comes in this little cute Live Good box. Everything's nice and tight packed. So that will be the first step on launching things out of Germany. Ryan, do you want to? Oh, I didn't get any water for you. Do you have water?
I have water.
Okay, perfect.
For what? What are we doing?
Okay, so we're going to talk about the methylene blue application.
Our newest product release. A lot of questions.
Yes, lots of questions because we understand that not everybody wants to have a bright blue tongue walking around. It does make a statement. It is great for sales because it strikes a conversation.
Sure.
But this is it's and they've also asked why we can't get it in pills. So we need to talk a little bit about that. But with that said, we're going to show you, I'm going to have Ryan show you because I already took mine today. Ryan's going to show you an easy placement to help minimize the blue. You're still going to have blue on your tongue, but it's towards the back. And typically when you're talking in public, you can't see the back of your tongue anyways, so not to worry about. And then there's another way other people, I have not tried it this way because I'm fine putting it on my tongue, but putting in a glass of water, letting it dissolve and drinking it with a straw. So very simple way. And they said there's very, very minimal blue, if any at all. Okay.
I think honestly, that's what I would tell people to do. Dissolve in a little bit of water, 3-4 ounces of water. You can just dissolve the film. It's water soluble. Just drop it in and slam it back or take a straw. And I think that'll work. I'll try this on the back of the tongue. I have not done this yet, so it's an experiment for me as well. But as far as what you said about going into a capsule form, you can. I don't know where I think I heard you even say that it's not like it doesn't work orally. It does actually. In fact, it does. So that's something we could explore. I just enjoyed this dosage form. I thought it was cool.
And I thought it was trouble finding a manufacturer that would actually.
No, it's just simply a function of I like this. I think this is super neat, cool.
Okay.
But
so
we can evaluate things ongoing in the future. Yeah. No, so what am I doing? Hold it horizontally
on the very back of your tongue.
Okay.
Do not close your mouth. You can feel it start to dissolve. Can't close your mouth. And that's sip water. Try water back to the glass. Don't make sure none of the water comes back into your mouth. Very good.
Keep talking.
Okay. Is it sticking?
Yeah.
So some people have actually said that it's stuck, but I don't know why it works for me. It doesn't stick. It doesn't stick. Okay. Well, maybe not best example here, but I don't know. It works for me. I place it back there. I start drinking water. It goes way down. And I think I showed last Zoom how I just kind of had a teeny strip on the back of my mouth. On another, still going on with methylene blue is the urine.
I think the mint flavor is good. I mean, methylene blue tastes a little funny, but I think it tastes nice.
Let me see your tongue. Yeah, so it's still wet. Okay, so you didn't do a good job. Next time I'll show you guys.
I'll try again next time.
But yes, the urine, guys, we have said before, and it is on our website that you will have blue greenish urine, and this can last, a day or two. It kind of depends. I will tell you, it's kind of funny, and I don't know exactly different times going on with my body, but sometimes the blue doesn't show up for like maybe 15 to 24 hours. Sometimes it shows up pretty quickly and then it lasts a couple days. So it's very normal. It's part of the process.
I've never said this on the camera, but methylene blue also is used for urinary tract infections in some studies effectively because it's an antimicrobial.
Very good.
And it achieves a decent concentration, obviously, in your bladder and your kidneys and your urine output. So.
Right.
All right, let's move
Okay,
on.
moving
Let's
on.
keep going.
Another thing is shipping CBD. People are asking, why, when is it gonna be available? So the reason this happened is all carriers have stopped shipping CBD internationally. So this is something unfortunately we don't have control over right now. And we hope there's we can resolve this in the future, but as of now, all carriers are not doing it. So that's where that stands. Next question. Amino acids and protein. So I think because I'm talking a lot about how many grams of protein we should be having a day. I've recently received a lot of emails about our amino acid, and it doesn't list the protein content on the amino acid container because amino acids are not protein. They're the building blocks of protein, but there is a little bit of a conversion that you can use if you want to count your amino acids as your protein.
Can we simplify it and just say, don't?
Right.
No, I say don't count it. I've
It's
done
so little.
It's so little. I said this in the past, and I think I've overcomplicated it. So I say simplify it and just do not count the amino acids. Okay, with that said, here's how I would do it though, if I was trying to count towards my protein goal. If we have 3.5 grams of essential amino acids, which we do in the essentials, and 40% of it is leucine, which is what you want, that's your goal for the ratio in muscle protein synthesis. You could say 1-to-1. You could comfortably say 1-to-1. So you get 3.5 grams of protein there. Other studies and some things have said that you could go as high as 3-to-1. So that 3.5 grams becomes what, 10.5, 369, 10.5 grams. So I just say don't bother, don't go there, because it's so effective at muscle protein synthesis that some people can count. You can count it towards your protein goal. But if you're talking about adding up to adding 10, I mean, it's sort of like not a big deal. So just don't bother. Just take whole food protein, use that as your goal, as your metric to measure.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's go into some questions.
But don't forget how important those essentials are. Just that 3.5 grams, 3 hours in between, in between meals, keeps your body in muscle protein synthesis.
Right.
So it doesn't start breaking down. Your body does not start breaking down its own muscle. Very important.
Okay, we have a question just about weight loss products being available. We're big believers in whole health, so not something like a quick fix. We may in the future have, a supplement with certain herbs that might help stimulate the process. But right now, we have our
Lean body
pack. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's targeted for that. Is it okay to take half a methylene blue a day? We did say this on the introduction. Yes, you can, but you still need that break period.
Yes. Okay.
And can you explain the break period again? Because that was another topic.
Yeah, of course. So what we're trying to do is restore normal mitochondrial function with methylene blue. We're trying to restore those powerhouses of the cells. It wouldn't make sense to stay on it all the time forever. And I don't think people would want to anyway. All right. So I say cycle it. I chose every other day because that's what I prefer to do. And based on the half-life and the way that it works, I think that's most effective. But it would be fine, perfectly fine to say, do it every single day for 15 days or 30 days, and then take an equal length break. So if you're on it for 15, break for 15. If you're on it for 30 straight, break for 30. You can find what works for you, whatever you like to do, guys. I mean, but all I'm saying is I'm suggesting that it's probably just not ideal. I don't think it's like a bad thing, but not ideal to just stay on it indefinitely every day. Unlike protein, where I would say, no, protein every single day. Amino acids every single day. Reds and greens, no harm, every single day.
Right. Question about
essentials pack, no harm, every single day.
Right. Question about people over age 60 and nutrient needs. They're even more than when you're younger, especially for protein. I mean, things just increase. You need the extra protein. You need the magnesium.
They don't absorb as well, right? So
right.
Yeah.
So it's just you need all the same vitamins.
Are you saying the goal changes? So would you suggest to someone over
for protein?
Yes. What does it go to?
For protein?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't have exact numbers to give, like grams per body weight, but it's so detrimental to your health to make sure as you age that you are consuming even more protein than when you are younger.
Yeah. So the 1 gram per pound of body weight is an aggressive goal. That's not easy to achieve. That's just not easy. And that's on the high end of what you would typically see in any, say, like suggested use or guidelines.
Right.
Here's the issue though. If you stick to that gram per pound of body weight over the age of 60, and you possibly have kidney disease or longstanding hypertension, that your kidneys are starting to become compromised, you may have trouble with that increase in protein load.
Right.
So I'm just saying that's one example of where 1 gram might not be. Yes, you have to, I would say what's more important as you age over 60 is to consistently get in adequate amounts of protein, like work towards getting in enough protein, but don't set your goals so high. And if you're doing that, then speak, of course, with hopefully you're getting your blood work done, you see your kidney function, and that you're conversing with your medical provider on that.
Okay, does taking magnesium during the day make you tired? It can. It
Does
can.
it? Yeah.
It can. It can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So but I mean, that would be if you're like extremely sensitive. So I take both mine at night. Just
Does that mean that you're really deficient? I just wonder. It's like if it has that kind of effect, does that imply that your body just really, yeah, that you're just
But
deficient?
some people are, react that way.
I haven't noticed it.
Supplements good for cholesterol, guys. We have a whole Zoom on cholesterol. Check that out.
Yeah.
Tattoos in the area of the patches.
Tricky, I think. I don't know how that actually would negatively impact it. Not sure. I would say probably not a problem, right? You still have dermal layers. You're still
right.
Yeah, it's still the same thing. The ink is embedded. It's not superficial. It's not on the surface.
Right.
Should be fine.
And best way to remove the stickiness, coconut oil, alcohol swab.
Okay.
Little things like that. Just easy that you typically have on hand. No, beef liver is not in the collagen. Organ meats, totally different supplement.
What do you mean?
This one is beef liver pills in the collagen.
Oh, there are no organ meats in the collagen. Although I do like organ meats, I'd love to have a supplement like that in the future.
Yes.
So on methylene blue again, photobiomodulation, that word I've used, and why do we want to go out and seek sunlight after consuming methylene blue? Because it has synergistic effect. So they work better together. That's really the simple answer of it. So if you take methylene blue, like right after I get off this Zoom, I'm going outside for a short walk. So, and I'll let the natural sun hit my skin and trigger more ATP, natural energy production.
Can you take collagen more than twice a day or more than once a day? Yes, I take it twice a day.
Yes,
1 to 4 times a day. No reason not to.
So what? I actually say load it a little bit heavier for the first 30 or 60 days.
Does it matter if you take the powders, reds, greens, collagen aminos in warm or cold drink? Does not matter.
I would mix the collagen in warm water if you want to prevent that clumping.
I think it's hard to move.
Yeah. I love it, guys. Thanks for all these questions. This is great.
Why does the protein have less savings when you consider the current price is for a half a month supply? The ingredients in it, that's the fermented pea. I mean,
organic hemp.
the way we source everything, that's the price that it is. What did I want you to talk about? Serving size and settlement. Can you talk about that one?
Oh, sure. Oh, anytime. And look, we've talked about this in the past, but in these bottles, so the reds and the greens too, specifically, they're filled on weight, not volume. So when you get a bottle and those organic contents have settled, yeah, I mean, potentially each scoop has more weight than what it's really, what it's designed to have. So it's good to mix the contents and aerate the contents prior to use. Like you could do it right when you get it and then let it settle. And then every 3 uses or so, I'd say, just kind of shake it and move it around and keep it aerated. Obviously, it's whole food ingredients that will settle. And because of that, people get concerned and go, oh, well, my bottle is less than half full. I didn't get a full serving. That's not actually accurate.
And if you're taking a scoop and you're packing it and filling it to the top, and even just filling it to the top, sometimes it's rounded. You're getting more than a serving. So it's not going to last the 15 days for the protein or like 30 days.
30 days on
for the super reds and greens and aminos.
Yeah.
If you really want it to be 100% accurate, you should get a food scale and weigh your powder.
Yeah, totally. And we've pulled the retains actually in multiple lot numbers. And we've gone through and tested it and weighed it and done this very scientifically in a sense to ensure that they're filled to the proper weights, and they are. Everything is passed.
Yeah. Do you want
to?
Is it okay to have a cup of coffee after taking methylene blue and super reds, greens all in the morning? Yes.
I love it. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I was just using the Live Good organic coffee.
The electrolyte products, you're talking E3. Yes, that was not a Live Good product. That was from Ben, our CEO's prior company. And it was just sold while supplies last, but don't worry because we have ours coming.
Replacement coming.
Replacement E3, and aren't we keeping the same name?
Yeah.
I think we're keeping
Sure.
the same name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Almost
it's a even better, improved,
It's far better.
cleaner. Yeah, you guys will love
Awesome.
it. So it's coming soon. Can you do a methyl B complex?
We have
That's
it.
all in our multivitamin.
Methylated. Yeah, all of our B vitamins, the B12 is always going to be methylated. That's in our
Oh.
multi.
Shoot.
What?
Well, it's
Let's
just.
keep moving. We gotta go
I'm
quick.
trying,
We're already 20 minutes in. I want to give people.
Oh, boy. Pet CBD oil for a horse.
Whatever, sure.
Yeah.
Dosing is going to be much higher though. Okay, you can't get through it. All right.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys. I know there's a lot of questions we're not going to be able to get to, but I want to respect your
Okay.
time and
Can you, wait, you're gonna have a piece on time. Oh, this one, thank you, Michelle. She's saying with methylene blue, you break it in half and place both pieces on top of each other for anyone that has gag issues
There you
maybe that
go.
far back. That's what she's
Good
been
tip.
doing and it's been working. See, so you really just have to play around with what works for you. Jenny's laughing at us, thanks.
Yeah.
Is it okay to take it at night before bed? Assuming you're talking about methylene blue, I wouldn't. It does light your brain up, you know, you feel like alive. So it's not like it's stimulating, but you know, why waste that sleeping?
thanks, Larry. That one's good.
No strain over here, bud.
Nope.
How true is it that the product is more effective in liquid than capsule?
What was the one we did on collagen? If you could watch the collagen video, there's a good
that might be
piece
what you're talking
on liquid versus powder and why it's. I'm not a fan of liquids.
No?
Where are you looking? Oh, Cynthia, yeah. So it has antimicrobial properties. You can research the methylene blue, type that in on your own. You'll see that it doesn't disturb the microbiome. It doesn't disturb. It actually just has a sort of a neutral effect. It's an interesting thing. It seems to get pretty technical, but again, it's been well studied.
We're working on a gut supplement. Someone's asking, would the blue show up in your blood if you were bleeding?
What? No.
Okay,
No, I don't think. I'm sorry. I don't know how to respond to that.
Okay, yes, enzymes, probiotic, we're working on some combo of it all.
Yes.
Can you take the protein if you have kidney problems? You're supposed to watch your protein intake, so
sure.
yeah, just have it monitored, discuss with your doctor.
Correct.
But it doesn't mean you can't have any protein, so just watch your intake.
Yep, there's different things, right? So you have your serum creatinine when you get kidney tests, your clearance, you want to know your GFR. Like these are things that you'll discuss with your provider and they'll talk about, hey, I'm trying to hit a gram of protein a day. I weigh 150 pounds. Are you okay with this? And have a conversation and monitor your kidney levels and your metrics. But again, if you're putting on more lean muscle mass and you're helping drop some, if you have extra fat, then your kidney parameters will improve by improving your body composition. So
Jenny says, I'm 67 and live good makes me feel like 27. I'm not joking. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Anything for the MTHFR gene? Yes, our methylated forms of the B vitamins in our multivitamin. Super important for you to take.
She has MTHFR gene mutation, so we've been pretty well schooled on that topic. And we did talk about the children earlier. Our children use some of our supplements.
What happens when there's no sun? I mean, it doesn't mean that it's not effective.
Yeah, no, it doesn't mean it's not effective. I just like the sun because it's the synergist effect. You can also catch the red light in, I don't know, was it 620 to 700 nanometer range or something like that.
Yeah. Victor, something for the gym users. I mean, sure, we have our lean body pack, which has, you know, the essential aminos and the protein in there, but we have our creatine plus HMB coming out soon.
Yep.
We have the upgraded E3 coming. And
I hesitate to call the E3 pre-workout because I don't want to make people think that it's just for working out, but absolutely.
Right.
Wait till you see the ingredients. We're going to do a Zoom on it here real soon. Fantastic.
I mean, it's almost great too. Like if you're not like, if you don't love coffee,
Sure.
I mean, and that gives you that morning energy.
Yep. The new E3 is going to have beta alanine. It's going to have alpha GPC. I mean, guys, the ingredients are just fantastic. They're great for gym people and non-gym people. So
Yes, infrared lights will work for it as well. And take it twice a day. Using the
yes, guys, you guys got the questions pouring in here. This is great.
mixing of any products, okay? Yeah, they are. Do what works for you. I always give the examples, like my protein shake in the morning is always the protein, the greens, and the coffee and the collagen. Love that combo. I like my aminos and super reds mixed. So you kind of just feel like your taste preference as well as how it balances out, your day. A lot of people do put the collagen in the coffee.
So Maria, we did cover the SSRI's interaction with methylene blue in our methylene blue Zoom. So if that's a question, please check that out, or if you have anybody asking questions, check it out. Let me know, or you can email me, of course.
Yes, if we don't get your question covered, you can also definitely email it. Can factor 4 be taken more than twice a day for severe inflammation or pain? Yes, max dose is 8 per day?
I say 6.
6 per day?
Yeah.
Well, we take 4 per day, personally.
Yeah.
And that's 4 per day without really having any
It's not-
known inflammation. going
I'm
on.
not saying max dose is 6 a day, but I mean, really shouldn't be much reason to go above 6 a day.
Above,
You're-
right.
Yeah, you're at that. Yeah.
Or, if you want a heavy load and then,
I guess that's about 3,600 milligrams of EPA and DHA. That's 6 soft gels a day, which would be perfectly in between that 3 to 4 grams for like helping your lipids, your triglycerides and such.
yes. Other flavors offered, the protein, yes, working on a chocolate. We're just kind of trying to get the taste.
We are, we're dialing in a chocolate protein right now. It's hard to keep it clean, keeping it so clean, even it's always a challenge to nail the flavor profile.
Changing the packages of the canisters to the packaging like the collagen.
Yes, thank you for that, Joyce.
Yes, that would be a goal because that reduces these big plastic containers.
Sure.
Unfortunately, pricing is so difficult with the bags, believe it or not. They cost a lot more. So we're trying to find the balance of how to make it work.
You'll see more of it actually, because we are right now actively looking for more eco-friendly packaging. I mean, this is definitely on our radar. I mean, Lisa and I are big environmental. We really do try to do our part, and so
Yes.
you'll see some further improvements in the future.
Yeah. I have had a lot of requests for a decaf coffee. Maybe in the future we'll do something like a hot chocolate mushroom, kind of coffee, but that's, way in the future. Yes, MT, HFR, we need methylated. Yes, we do. Time of day best to take methylene blue. Again, we just say, I would just do it first thing in the morning, or
I think morning.
yeah, that way you
I
can
think-
utilize the brain stimulation.
Sure. Yeah.
What red light therapy light is best to use?
If you're going for a red light, you can actually get that wavelength. I think it's 620 or 600 to 720 nanometers, and I think you can get it in LED, rather cheap. You can even look on Amazon.
Right. A little bit burning with the methylene blue. Yes, that is normal.
That's
Tingly,
normal.
yeah.
That's known. Yep.
What is recommended for diabetes and cholesterol levels? Again, both of those we have done Zooms on.
Mhm.
All of our Zooms are either recorded or streamed live and can always be accessed from our YouTube channel. So please reference those. We do those for you and we keep them there for you.
Yeah, for sure. And Tina just says, should we stop taking other supplements prior to starting Live Good? Well, no, I mean, ask us. Let us compare and help you, and we'll tell you straight up when there's some other supplement that we don't have that can replace
Right.
it. That's
Or I might say, well, we have that, so go ahead and finish what you have and
Yeah.
replace it with
don't waste
ours.
anything. Don't throw stuff away unless it's just garbage, and we'll tell you that too if it's just not good for you.
Again, you can find this is being streamed live on YouTube. Everything can be watched at your convenience. We understand a lot of people cannot attend our Zooms live. Considering more supplements for pets, possibly.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
like joint health and
Yes, you'll see more pet line.
the folate is methylated, correct?
Yes.
I would say your daily protein intake with your goal weight. So like if you're someone that's 200 pounds and your goal is 150 pounds, base it on that 150 pounds. I don't think that.
Can you take factor 4 more than twice a day for pain or flare-ups?
I mean, will it make a difference if you're?
No, but I suggest taking it along with food. So if possible, let's take it, we could do 2 soft gels with each meal. That's 6 a day. If you want to split it some other way, split it some other way. Totally fine. You guys should also consider, if you're going to see your medical provider, get an omega-3 index too, so you can see how it's beneficial for your blood parameters. Mine are off the charts good right now. Doc was super excited.
This is a question about how long till you notice benefits. This one's specific to the collagen. I always say, for a rule of thumb, like wait to evaluate anything until you've been on something consistently for 3 months. But I will tell you, and you've heard me say this before with my eyelashes, I feel like I've only been taking the collagen. I mean, I had been taking other collagens prior to, but since I started this one, I swear I haven't changed anything else, and my eyelashes are growing like crazy. So everybody's different. I really can't give a number, but wait 3 months for your body to acclimate. Where?
Well, Larry again said that
Where?
go up a little bit, and it looks like it's 620 to 1400 nanometers for the red light, for the infrared, for the red light.
Thank you, Larry.
Spectrum. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Just you guys can confirm that probably with an easy Google search.
Essential oils coming, singles and a blend.
Yeah, 6-pack.
Factor 4 completely got rid of my wrist pain from doing push-ups and typing too much. Amazing.
Yeah, it is awesome. Right on, Courtney. Thanks for everything you do.
Sorry, trying to get a few. Sugar and diabetes, watch our insulin resistance, Zoom. Travel size products. The reason I want to say unlikely is just because the cost of them, because you're paying for the cost of the material.
Sure.
So that's going to cost, I know it's a great convenience, but that's going to cost more. So I would just suggest finding a way that works for you to portion things out into smaller little sizes. Amazon is great for little trinkety, travel things. Just like we do with our toiletries, right? You portion out your shampoos, your conditioners, just something like that. How are we doing?
I mean, this is long. We're running.
Protein and aminos, you do need to take both. They're both very different.
Yeah.
Very different.
I like the aminos in between our protein.
It's almost like saying
I think it first thing in the morning.
It's also almost saying, well, I'm taking amino acids, so I don't need to go eat the chicken breast or that steak or some fish. It's, this is designed to help increase our protein goals for the day, because it's hard to get enough grams of protein in per day without exceeding your caloric intake, So again, this is 106 calories of 20 grams of protein. So, and the convenience of it, guys. And it's delicious.
Michelle says, rumor has it we're getting red light therapy. Yeah, we could easily bring a cheap red light, something that's, I don't know what the market looks like for those. We actually have an infrared sauna that we have red light in. I like it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And I have the face mask. I don't know if you've seen that. It's pretty freaky when you walk
freaky.
around.
You should probably put that on when you're doing Zoom.
Oh boy.
That'd be hilarious.
Who creates these products? We formulate, and then we have 3 manufacturing partners that we work with.
2 in New York, 2 in Florida. They're all NSF, CGMP. Fantastic, actually. Very, very good.
So when it comes to pregnancy, breastfeeding, prenatals, all that jazz, this is similar to kids, I mean, we have to defer to your OBGYN because they know best what's going on, what your body really needs. It's not to say that you cannot take them, just take the supplements with you or show them the website, let them look at the ingredients, say, is this great? Do I need anything a little bit more? Because of course you have a baby that's going on in you, or if you're breastfeeding, you need more nutrients. So talk to your OBGYN.
Specifically the folate and the EPA DHA so that will be factor 4 and the multivitamins. But I would love magnesium, vitamin D with K2. I mean, so just run it by the pediatrician or the obstetrics.
Prostate health, we do have lycopene added to the men's multi for that reason. Household products, skincare, yes, those will be here in the future.
Yes.
Yes. Is our protein considered a meal replacement? No. And I want you to be wary of things that say meal replacements, because in the US, there are no guidelines. So anybody can, we could have put meal replacement on here, but, and when a lot of people show me a product that they're taking that says meal replacement, and I look at it, it has less calories, it has less protein than ours does, not a meal replacement. You need to have a well-rounded amount of protein, carbohydrates, and fats, as well as calories to become a meal replacement. I do know the European Union has guidelines. I think it's somewhere from 250 calories to 400 calories. And then it breaks it down from there, your nutrient profile that you need to be to call it a meal replacement. So be careful of that. Now, if you wanted to make this a meal replacement, I have posted a video on how I do it. I'll have either 1 to 2 scoops of protein. Lately, I've been only doing 1 because I add in the collagen that increases my protein content. And I'll put some fruit in there for my nice carbohydrates and then vitamins with the fruit. And I'll also put a little bit of avocado so I get my fat in there. So that increases the calories and also makes it a more well-balanced meal. So there's ways to do it because I do use my protein powder as my breakfast in the morning. So I make a meal replacement.
And I prefer not to do that. I try to chew my food. I think mastication is important. So you're getting the enzymes released in the mouth. The enzymes start an entire cascade of biochemical reactions. So there's the chewing component to food is also very important.
All nutritional information is on the label. So I'm not sure what there's how many B vitamins. It's all on the label. All on the label.
There are some label changes coming too, guys. We're going to do a Zoom here real soon on that. There's some few of our products that we're adjusting, changing labels, making some updates too. Because we're always trying to improve. I promise you that.
I mean, body size of the body weight, and it doesn't make, there was hypertension.
We'll just skip that one, Dwayne. Sorry.
We've answered it a lot, but specifically go ahead and email.
Right.
We're almost there.
Yeah, cool. All right, guys.
Awesome. Great questions, guys.
Awesome.
So remember, if your question didn't get answered, we're always here to email, and we're going to continue to do this the last Monday of every month. So if you have some questions, go ahead and save them for that.
All right, cool. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna go out for a short walk, take the dogs, get some sun on my methylene blue tongue. Y'all have a great, awesome, productive week.